Hello traders, how are you? Vladimir Ribakov here from Traders Academy Club, and welcome to the weekly Forex forecast for the week starting of 29 of September to 4 of October. Previous week was very interesting week, and we will soon review that and prepare the coming week. But first of all, I would like to take a time and thank you very much for your time watching my video. I hope you find it useful and helpful. If so, I would like to ask your support back. Hit the like button and leave a few words in the comment section below. It helps a lot to the exposure of the video, and thank you in advance for your help. I really appreciate it. If you are watching it for the first time, so welcome to the community. Would like to invite you to subscribe. To do so, just follow the subscribe button below the video. Make sure to enable the notifications with the ring buttons. Feel free to share the video with anyone who you would like. This is completely free for all the community to help as much as possible. And you are invited to join our free Telegram channel and our live trading rooms. The links to do so are below the video in the description. So right now we would be going and reviewing the previous week trading ideas and setups we discussed, and we'll prepare the coming week. On Monday, as always, I will be publishing the text format for the forecast. So just come back to my blog vladimirribakov.com and you would find this post here, or follow the Telegram groups I mentioned before for notifications. This direct link would also be published in the video itself, the description, on Monday once it's ready. So the first pair we were trading was short of the Australian versus the New Zealandian. The best place we were looking for sells were if we get one more spike towards this area. That would be simply perfect. However, the market decided it's doing that earlier and completed the two false breakout here on the top. And then during the week, we basically received this structure of lower highs, lower lows, retrace with a bearish hidden divergence, and boom. A beautiful shot to the downside. The biggest question would be what's next. So for the long term, the pressure is bullish, meaning we should be looking to buy retraces. Daily starts to form a potential bullish hidden divergence. So from my point of view, this supportive area or slightly lower next to this clearance zone right here, the pair, this is the critical area for the pair, and from this zone we should be looking for, with every bounce we should be looking for buy opportunity. And this is basically changing from selling opportunities towards looking for buy retraces. There are two ways that this could basically go and form. This could become as a little range, and then we get one more push. This would complete a bullish divergence, and then we basically gonna start our buys. Or as mentioned before, we can see the scenario that this holds the supportive area, and then on the lower time frame we should see higher highs, higher lows structure to gain bullish momentum again and break out of retraces. That's the correct ways to approach into buy setups in such scenarios. And for all those of you who are involved in the sells, good. I hope you enjoy the profits. If we take a quick look and observe the crystal ball statistical confirmation, we can find that the whole beginning of the month normally is a very bullish period for the pair. Very, very powerful statistical zone around the beginning of the month, and that's why I believe we are now entering to critical zone to look for buy setups. It could be with retraces down or even new low to be achieved on the short term, and that should push higher right after that. To take a look on the level I was referring to, take a look on this consolidation zone, right? And the beginning of the previous 2 months ago. Look at that, right? You see the numbers by yourself. All that beginning of the months, all that beginning of the months. Very, very powerful days that statistically are more bullish for the pair when this one is in a bullish cycle and trend. Okay, next one in our list that we traded was the New Zealand and Canada. No, we basically finished with that. Dollar yen, we were trading the sell and our expectations to get to waves or ranging correction. So let's take a look, where do we stand with dollar yen. We got the 2 waves correction and basically game over. As simple as that. If we take a look on the MACD, we can also figure out that this is a bullish divergence that stopped the corrective cycle that we have been trading and pushing dollar yen further to the upside. The way I see that, the dollar yen should complete this second leg upside, should complete this divergence. That could happen around this area. And ideally, it should take us towards any of these high zone. So once again, yes, there is a chance that this zone would hold, but ideally we should see the dollar yen trying to cross through the 109 towards 110, from there complete the divergence and start making the move down. Meanwhile, the pressure remains bullish. The reversal, if happens on the coming week, will happen in a structure of false breakouts and lower lows, or the structure of lower highs, lower lows, and then we can talk about sell reversals. Meanwhile, the pressure is yet bullish, and I would not be surprised if we see the price at least fighting these tops, or right, some fight here, or breaking through and taking us towards the next critical area of the which is above 109. So dollar yen so far behaving very technical with us. I see no reason why it wouldn't continue to do so. Keep in mind, this is a non-farm payroll week. Dollar yen is normally affected during such weeks. As per the statistical view of Forex crystal ball, we can see that the 20s, right, that's just the area, as a middle class bottom for us, middle class, because the first days are stronger, of course, but we got the blockage right on these days, as you can see here, right at these days we got the bottom and we got the supportive area, the trading tunnel, and the rally further. So the statistics are with us in this one pretty classically as well. Now, before I move on, let me know, what do you think about it? How do you see the dollar yen? Towards 109, 110, or going to crash from here all the way down to new low? According to some analysts, dollar yen is going back to 100. Let me know, what do you think about it? Are we going still to the upside, or do you agree with some analysts around there that claim that the crash is coming? And let me know that in the comment section below, and by doing so you also would earn yourself the chance to get a completely free access to Traders Academy Club for a full trading month. This is the time to congratulate Previous week, 1 free months winner, Mr. Latunde Olukayode. I hope I read your name correctly. So congratulations. Please follow up the comments I replied you in the previous week. And leave your comment, guys, and earn your chance to get a free access. It doesn't cost you money. You just to show a little bit of support back, and as a thank you, I will choose a winner between the comments and grant, as promised, 1 full month free access to the live trading rooms of the Traders Academy Club. The next one on our list was the euro versus the pound, where we wanted to see the scenario of higher highs, higher lows, and break of the trend line to start talking about buys. And here we are, we got the trend line breakout. And meanwhile as well, we are building up the higher highs, higher lows. On the 1 hour chart time frame, it already gave us this scenario a bit earlier. Then little bit of consolidation and a beautiful breakout. So the way I see that, we are now building up a momentum to the upside, as long as, oops, bad drawing, as long as this trend line holds and the level of 61.8 Fibonacci retrace of this rally holds, buy retraces should be correct thing to do here. The way I see that, we should see the pair trying to climb towards this area. So the euro versus the pound develops the rally we wanted to see, and I expect this is just a beginning. Dollar versus the franc, wanted to see buy setups as long as we are above the 61.8, and on the Aussie, did I say dollar franc? Sorry, Aussie franc. And right now we are building up here. First of all, what is the cycle I'm using here? Still the same one from the weekly with the ending bullish divergence, and my expectation that the daily should provide a corrective cycle to the upside. The daily time frame here is basically was against us with this bearish divergence right now making the correction. So I do expect, as long as we hold this correction, we should be building up a further move to the upside. And the way to deal with that is to break above this high and to gain the structure of higher highs, higher lows. If we do so, this should be a great confirmation for the buys. Alternatively, what might happen here is that this turns to be just the first leg, little pullback and deeper correction with this divergence like this, and then I can go mark this trend line that will be created here, and with the breakout look for the buys. So the Australian versus the franc also so far looks promising, and unless it will go on this rally on a daily shot through 61.8, then I would simply go neutral without waiting for the buys, and until it will clean the table from the doubts, the technical doubts. The next one on our list is the euro versus the Canadian, where I was expecting to see retraces and buys. This one failed for me. Did not manage to hold this area, did not manage to make the rallies here. And right now, personally, I see nothing clear on this pair, and this goes neutral to me. So my view is simply neutral right now. As I always say, we trade facts. If it doesn't work, the fact is the market is not ready, and we need some time to build up at the next cycle, the next structural movement on the chart, and then make a decision. Next one on our list was the pound versus the Kiwi, which we reached towards the area of 199, 199. Then the expectation was to seek correction. So far we are building up pretty good correction, and I see no reason why it won't stop. I believe this has some room to go until it will build up a bullish hidden divergence, and then we can discuss about the next buys. It will take some time likely, so I'm not going to dig deeper than that as for now. Dollar versus the franc, the expectations were to see corrective cycle on the 4-hour chart. We got the corrective cycle on the 4-hour chart. 1, 2. Right now it is blocked in the ranging structure. So from my point of view, we are back to the bullish view, and bullish view could be in one of the two scenarios. The first scenario is this is going to hold the range, and from this area looking for the buys. And the other possible scenario is, since we were dealing with the triple cycle to the upside, we can still get two waves to the downside, block here with bullish divergence, and then start the rally back. So this or other way around, buy lows with bullish evidences should be the correct thing to do, technically speaking, of course, for this pair as for now. Now, some analysts believe the dollar franc is aiming 105. Others claim it could drop to as low as 090 or even lower. To which side do you belong? What do you think we will see first on the dollar franc? Let me know what do you think about it on the comment section below. I would like to remind you, your comment will grant you a chance to get a free access to a full trading month to Traders Academy Club and all the live trading rooms and the trading reports. So don't miss out this chance. Just drop your comments. It costs you no penny. And let me know what you think about the view, and what view do you have, up or down. The next one on the list for us that we traded was the pound franc. The idea was simple: corrections. Looking for the sells. A dollar franc delivers, and delivers beautifully. Now we are approaching to critical zone, first of all, of this cycle, 50% reach, and the big cycle as well, 38% reached. I believe that this one of these zones would be the final one, and with the pound franc, current view of mine is cashing out. We are in cashing out zones 1 and 2. Cashing out, make the money, and step back, wait until the next clear opportunities will derive from this pair. Euro Kiwi, also our goal was looking for sells, and the expectations were to see a false breakout happen and lower low gaining the momentum, as long as we are holding around the 61.8. And the euro versus the Kiwi also delivers. It did not manage to create new highs, but it definitely did manage to create the lower lows to build a trending structure that we always talk about, lower low, lower highs. And since then everything is history. Here we got a bearish hidden divergence and a move down of about 200 points. Great movement from the euro versus the Kiwi. Now, what's next for this pair? Corrective cycle, it is in play right now, and one of the ways it could develop is a range, of course. The other possibility, we're simply moving into waves. This or other way around, starting from this area, potentially even slightly higher here. It's a great place to look for buy opportunities. So the way I see that, we should be building up here some clear bottom here with the divergences, and then turn around with creating of the bullish trend again, by creating higher highs and higher lows. Few critical levels to pay attention to this pair. First of all, here if we manage to hold and to create the higher highs, or slightly lower around the 170, 150-ish. Right? The closer we get there, the stronger the bearish pressure, the bullish pressure might become. And also quick view on the statistics of the Forex crystal ball once again teach us that the beginning of the months, as you can see here, range of the days, is normally great buy pressure for the pair. We also have wonderful supportive areas. Just throw it here. Supportive areas on a daily time frame. And as soon as we approach to these zones with the bullish evidences, looking for buy opportunities. The next one on the list, we are basically reaching the commodities right now. But before that one, a new opportunity that catches my eyes would be the CAD versus the yen. If taking a look on the double cycle we form here, we already are around the 38.2 level. If we treat this one in a bigger observation, this double cycle 1, 2, we are also around the 38.2. That means that the daily should present corrective cycle, and the daily does that exactly. So I believe that Cad Yen is approaching to a great sell area around this zone, where we would want to see the daily forming a bearish divergence for our chart fitting in, and sell comes in play. For that to happen, the 4-hour chart would have to complete this rally and provide the bearish setups that could happen from here or slightly higher with closer to 61.8. And the way I would be looking to trade this one on the coming period would be for false breakouts and lower lows, then it's a good reversal signs. Or once we reach the tops and confirm the divergence for sells, basically start looking for lower highs, lower lows, and sells as well. So once again, by ideal, we want to see that climbing towards the area of 61.8, at least getting close to that, and from there building the sell structure. Oops, sorry. So Cad Yen is also very interesting from my point of view. Now we are into the commodities. Natural gas, we are trading the retraces down then after the buys, and this one delivers. Here we are, two classical waves in play. Bullish divergence building up, break above this trend line, should bring the further rally again. Quick observation on the statistical part teaches us that the beginning of the week, of the month, is also very powerful for natural gas as well. So we don't want to see this divergence hold and the break of the trend line takes place, or start to examine for higher highs, higher lows, and buy retraces. Basically back to bullish structure. And the rockstar, gold. The movement here was, we expected two waves down or move in the range. Sell the rallies was the plan. Now look at the gold. When this one delivers, it delivers. It gives the structure I love so much. Lower highs, lower lows. After that we got, apologies. After that we got the two waves rally, bearish divergence that came in place, and boom, break of the trend line. And look what it delivers. So as for now, I still think we see the bearish pressure on. However, once the daily forms a divergence and the 4-hour confirms this divergence, this would bring us back to buys. So meanwhile the pressure remains bearish, but it could change every single given day. And for all those of you who follow the live trading rooms, get ready, because the way the gold is structuring should provide some great opportunities for us. And if you don't know what the trading reports and the live trading rooms are about, this is an example for trading report. That's how the Traders Academy Club get their trades, trading ideas in play. And basically what you have to do is just click the image and it will direct you to the explanation we have in Traders Academy Club. As you can see, this was our Euro Kiwi, right? The Aussie versus the Kiwi. The this one we saw. Here the Euro Pound, the higher highs, higher lows, and then the rallies, and so on and so on. So this is how we basically follow up for our opportunities. And as I said, for all those of you who are in Traders Academy Club, get ready for the gold. We are now enjoying the sales that these days likely would be limited, and the bullish setup, again, it's still early to say that, but it's building up, and we can see that by the way that it is structuring. So that's pretty much it for this week. On the indices, I am still following to see for the next interesting opportunities. Something starts to happen here, so I want to follow and see how the indices would behave. Very likely we would see some attempts for highs here before new false breakout take place, but too early to judge. Again, too early to judge. Following to see where will we get our structural confirmations. So once again, thank you very much for your time. I would like to ask you to leave your comment below, and as a thank you I will choose one of the comments and grant one full trading month access to Traders Academy Club. That's all. Thank you for your time watching my video. I hope you find it useful, helpful, beneficial, educational. My goal is not just show you, support, resistance, trend line, blah blah, and say buy, sell, buy, sell. My goal is to explain what am I doing and review what am I talking about, so you basically can go week after week backwards and forward, of course, and see how the trends develop, what do we do when they don't, and how do we develop into them, how do we make our profits from it. So once again, thank you for your time watching this video. I wish you a wonderful trading week, and I'll see you in the live trading rooms inside Traders Academy Club. Yours, Vladimir Ribakov, Traders Academy Club.